It's so terrible. Just waiting for YouTube to show us.
Enter, yeah. Oh yeah, Epic Games is now becoming gameable.
It's actually pretty good. I actually like what they're doing.
Look, man, I just don't trust them. I hate what they're doing. I hate their business model, and their site, their storefront looks like crap. Still does.
And we're live. So what's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to Spectator Mode episode 58. I'm pretty sure it's 58. Myself, Keith Mitchell, Carl May Smart, and Matt Get Silly as Paul, who hates Street Fighter and does not like Epic Games either. Isn't that right, man?
No. Street Fighter 5. I love Street Fighter 4 and 3 and 2 and Alpha and 1. Even 1 is playable as jokes.
All right, so you know the deal. We're going to talk about what we're going to talk about. And actually, you know what? Screw that. We're just going to roll the... What do we call this thing? A banner or intro? Whatever. We're rolling it.
It's an introduction.
We're doing it live this week. We're doing it live.
Play the thing! Do
Play
the
the
thing!
thing!
Oh, God.
Big things!
Hey, so we are totally back, and there's only 3 of us this week, but that's okay because my energy level is gone. But looks like Matt and Carl are picking up where I'm lacking today because
I had to pick. Great, I already got my old company's
this week, man, I gotta. As much as I'm trying to be positive about this whole coronavirus and the COVID-19, and I can't, I really can't. More and more people are picking up this shit. We got people going to beaches and going to restaurants and doing weddings when the government is telling you, hey, could you not do that? We're trying to not make this thing spread. And they're like, you know what? We don't care about this crap. We're going to do what we want. And then you look at the numbers and they're constantly going up.
It's upsetting because it's like, regardless, like a little off topic, how I personally, like myself, I don't take some people don't take the virus seriously or have different opinions, so it's fine. But it's have respect for other people who do, because I don't want to stress people out, man. They're having problems right now. There are people with asthma that are worried it catches this over for them.
Yeah,
and asthma is a very common thing amongst the world. It's a very common disease. You've got the diabetes, you can get it easy too. I learned that recently as well. So it's like people with basic health thing can catch it. So what are we gonna do? And
how do you think I feel? Type 2 diabetes and asthma.
Yeah, exactly. So
I can't get outside. I can't get outside, man.
Yeah, exactly.
I walk outside, I'm dropping dead.
Exactly. That's the upsetting part. Like, regardless how you feel about it, like, you don't think it's real, it's a hoax, whatever, blah blah blah. But have the DC to respect other people's fears because they're already stressed out as it is, and a lot of people are stressed out. I'm stressed out. People don't care. Yeah. Well,
let's talk about something a little more enjoyable. We're going to be talking about games. We always talk about games, mostly talk about games here, and we got a couple of topics this week. We've got Panzer Dragoon Remake was dropped this week by the Nintendo Direct Mini, which is actually pretty cool. Square Enix is saying, hey, your Final Fantasy VII Remake copies may be delayed. Yikes. Matt's got some issues with Bleeding Edge, and so do I. And he also has a problem with Nintendo Switch getting more ports. Or is that Carl?
It's become port. It's the Nintendo port at this point.
And, of course, Epic Games is entering game publishing. So we're going to talk about those 3 topics and maybe a little bit more. This week is going to be a little short. And, of course, we always try to start with the games we played this week. And I'll be honest with you, other than playing Destiny 2 and just grinding, a little bit of Doom Eternal, I haven't played anything. I just cannot get myself to really play anything right now.
Yeah, but give us the reason. Give us the reason why you've been grinding Doom 2. Not Doom 2. Sorry, Destiny 2. Didn't they just take away half your freaking weapons?
Exactly.
I was grinding because I need to get a team together because I want to do Trials, even though Trials of Osiris, even though that's broken, and I can't find anybody to play with me. So I just been grinding, and then I log in yesterday and I find out that hey, by the way, Bungie decided to disable my helm for my Warlock, the Fellwinter's helm, because oh my god, it's doing something it shouldn't be doing. It's procking too much. So we're just going to disable it. But apparently they've been disabling a bunch of exotics, which doesn't help people like me who got a good exotic and go, oh hey, this is great, I'm going to level it up. And then you log in and it's like, well, your exotic has been disabled. Sorry for your luck, pal. I've yet to get a good helmet.
That is...
Every helmet that I picked up so far is 999. That helmet was 1,000 light level, and it's like I leveled it up completely leveled it up, and now I can't even use it. It's like thank you for that.
And that's the only game I've ever heard of where they like full on remove gear once they've put it out into the wild. I can understand doing hot fixes or something in order to like rebalance it.
No,
but
the thing
for
is,
an outright removal of the gear, saying, "Hey, you can't use this now because there's a problem with it." It's like, okay, well, one, what's your QA doing? And two, don't you have some sort of contingency plan where you can actually rebalance gear?
Well, they said they'll reactivate it later, but we don't know what later is.
Yeah,
you know,
later.
The time being, you could be like, you could just go, you know what? We're just going to disable the perks. Just do that. Just give me my damn helm. But no, we're not going to do that. So,
well, that's it. It's like, you know, if you're gonna stop something, then you can stop something, but at the same time, don't remove the gear. That's just wrong to the people who have, like yourself, who have gone out, got a good piece of gear, and now grinded to make it as high as possible. And then, you know, it's like how many hours of wasted time is that now for that one piece of gear?
Well, it's a drop, but you know, once you get a drop, and it drops, and you're like, oh my god, I finally got a damn good piece of gear, and now it's like, well, it's gone. And that really helped me out a lot. So, excuse me, I'm a little frustrated about that. I'm also frustrated how Bungie handles that, but my main reason was not good. Trials.
No, that's not good. That's not good customer service, or you know, community management or anything like that.
It's really not, because it's like at this point, I already even take a nerf, because at least if you get nerfed, at least it's usable. I can just play it again, but that's a whole different thing.
I think the problem is, again, they're trying to balance everything around Trials of Osiris, which is not working out. So if somebody finds something that's exploitable and people use it,
that's standard MMO programming, though. You always base it around the most recent content rather than the overall game.
Right.
But yet somehow they've yet to nerf the damn hunters specials.
No.
Because they love hunters.
They're still bullshit. They're still bullshit.
Hey man, Voidlock got nerfs. It's all Rob's fault anyway. Blame Rob.
I mean, I'm serious. Spectral Blades, I've gotten killed 3 times by the same guy in less than 20 seconds.
Yeah, I know.
It's like, what the hell?
Sing. That's all you see. Sing. That's it. Like, why?
So that's what I've been doing. More Destiny 2 grind, because I want to play Trials just to get in there. I want to get to the lighthouse. I haven't had a chance to play it yet. I've loaded up both my Warlock and my Titan. They're both, well, my Warlock was sitting at 10-12, but now she's not. Thanks, Bungie.
Thanks for helping me win.
What about you, Carl? What you been doing?
Well, just in case I don't make it quite obvious with the background that I'm representing this week, I have been immersed in the world.
Is that Super Mario? What is that?
I have been immersed in the world of Animal Crossing.
You know, I had that, but my kids have it. I shouldn't say I have it. I should say I paid for it.
Yeah, you paid for it. The kids play it. But no, I've sort of been. I don't know what it is with everybody. Like, I see everybody else with these great houses and all these decorations and everything else. My guy's still looking like a guy who's just moved into his first apartment and has to eat 2-minute noodles for the rest of the month just paying rent. Like, literally, it's like a blow-up sofa, a radio, and a Nintendo Switch. That's all my house has.
So wait, why do you guys want to play real life? I don't understand that.
It's much more fun.
Oh no,
it's real life.
It's just cuter than real life.
Yeah, okay. The thing though about Animal Crossing is that if you don't know what you're doing, like the first couple of days, you're wasting a lot of time. It's like Stardew Valley. If you don't know what you're hunting, what your objectives are, then you're just wasting a lot of time.
And that's it. And that's what I've been doing. It's like I have a sort of small knowledge. This is actually the first time I've ever played an Animal Crossing game, and I really have no idea what to do. So it's like I've seen a couple of beginner guides on the internet, and I've been following those: how to get the museum up and running, how to get the a shop up and running, how to upgrade your house, how to get characters to start appearing, and everything else. And it's like, okay, I'm doing all of that, but I'm now hitting that point where it's like I realize that this is just. It's real life, the video game.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Why are you playing it?
Well, that's the thing. I'm very quickly running out of steam on it. I'm very quickly running out of steam on it because a lot of the time I'm just running around either digging up stuff or capping bugs and cleaning stuff up to sell to make more money that I'm using to pay off the debt for the house. And then once I pay off the debt for the house, they upgrade my house because that's how the progression goes. And you put you in more in that, and then you're just redoing it, everything and all of that. And I'm sitting here going, God damn it, I wish I bought the online thing so we can do the duplication glitch and I can get crowns for 10 million bells, and then I have to never have to worry about money for the rest of my friggin' life. But,
Yep,
but you know, which I'm sure is patched out of the game by now.
So wait, so they can just call this real life Animal Crossing?
Yeah, essentially, that's all it is. Is you are just working your way up from nothing.
Hard pass.
And yeah, I'm very quickly running out of steam on this, and I'm getting ready to wipe it and sell it because if I want to do real life, the video game, well, no, I'd rather just do. And you know I'd rather do real life.
And that's something I've been doing as well. I've been buying games that I'm not really sure if I'm going to keep them. It's physical games, so I can just get rid of them whenever I want to.
Yeah.
Instead of buying digital and stuck with hell with that.
I don't know what it is, but my whole thing lately has just been sort of playing stuff that just makes me realize that why am I bothering? I finally got around to starting up WWE 2K20 the other day.
Okay. I'm assuming the final. You say you play when the final patch is through, so the final patch is through, right? It's complete.
So the patch 1.08 has come through, which was the final DLC patch, which was the Empire of Tomorrow pack, and that's I think that is like the final update that they're going to do to the game in terms of bug fixes and everything else. So I'm like, screw it, I'll give it a go, see how it is. I've only played one match so far. Most of my time was spent in community creations, downloading anything. Did you throw your hands
up in the air and go, I'm done?
No. Well, besides the fact that you can't do the unlimited download glitch that you could in 2K19, so you could download everything in a day rather than being locked into 20 fucking downloads a day, which is pointless, especially when you're trying to download the entire AEW roster and belts and arenas and everything else, just so you can play as a decent company. It's one of those things where it's like it's the downloads are
one of those things
frustrating at the moment.
Playing the game, it's basically what you're saying.
Well, that's it. By the time I downloaded everybody, I went in to start playing the game, and I'm like, I can't be fucked anymore. So I played one match to see how the controls are different. And it's actually gone back to the very, very early, like SmackDown versus Raw, or even Here Comes the Pain style controls.
This camera's being all weird today. Stupid camera.
Your camera's fine, Keith. You're just going crazy.
It's glitching on my screen.
It's glitching on your screen, but it's fine on the stream. Okay, relax.
But it has to be perfect.
Perfection.
It's perfect on the stream, dude. Relax.
Yeah, we see. I see you.
But it's one of those things where I'm like, I think I'm not going to be spending as much time playing this as I thought I would.
I didn't think you were going to play it at all, to be honest.
I had planned on eventually giving it a go once the final patch had dropped. So with this being the final DLC patch, I thought I'd at least start setting things up to give it a go. I won't be doing a review on it, that's for sure.
I'm surprised.
There's really no point.
I thought you had trashed this game enough. I thought you weren't even going to touch this damn game.
Keith, you know me. If I'm going to talk shit about something, I will make sure that I at least do it properly. And actually, rather than sitting there and watching everybody else's opinion and just parroting that bullshit like so many people have done, I will play it. Not you. I'm talking about other sites that love to do that type of shit. I make sure that I always back up my smack talk. I've done that since 2016 when I did that absolutely brilliant piece on why Ghostbusters 2016 was going to fail.
Oh no!
And then I followed it up with the review. Every bit of shit I have talked on the site about any game, movie, or anything else, I have followed it up with the review.
Fair enough.
So I make sure I back up my shit with facts, unlike many other places.
Anything else so we can move over to Matt, because I know he hasn't been doing much.
Yeah, I've been playing actually a lot of games to keep myself alive. So
Lies. Like what?
A lie.
Lies. You're the accounting department now, man. You don't.
I mean, yeah. Trust me. When I'm not working, I'm playing. So, I'm playing the Bleeding Edge. I've been playing Borderlands 3 new DLC. I've been playing Fire Emblem Conquest to get my little Fire Emblem fix up in. I've been playing a lot of Grand Blue Fantasy. I've been playing my 2 mobile games. Mana Strike and Brawl Stars. Brawl Stars have a new update. The new gadget mechanic, which is really nice. So there's an extra ability when your character's at level 7, so waiting to max ability level 9, 10, whatever. So it's really good. Bleeding Edge we'll probably go into that one later. I have a lot of opinions about that game, but I'll talk about that later. And Grand Blue Fantasy is a great game. Probably, like I said, the best fighting game of 2020, in my opinion, next to Dragon Ball, I guess. Even though Dragon Ball has went through an entire rework. I have not played Tekken 7 yet. I haven't played Fuck Run. That's his name. It's Faku Run, but I just say Fuck Run because he bangs that girl. He came in. He never paid house boy, just running away. He actually has a run. That's the best part too. He has a run where he does like this. So he actually runs like this, and his name fits it out. So
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So this past week we have obviously got the Nintendo Direct Mini, which announced a bunch of games. We'll talk about that later because some people have problems with that. But one of the games they did drop was a remake of a game that I played once upon a time ago on a Sega Dreamcast, which was Panzer Dragoon, the first one. And that game was a game that is synonymous with my childhood. I love that game. I played the game nonstop. And the second they said, hey, this game is out now, I downloaded it, which is like the first time I've ever ran to my Switch, gave it my money, and said, give me this damn game. And I did an impression piece about the game because it's like I played the original game and it's still fresh in my mind because it still is. Because it's one of those games that left a really good impression in my mind when I was a child. And for the most part, this remake is actually really good, but there's a problem with the controls. The controls are very clunky.
Is it inverted and clunky or just clunky?
No, it's not inverted at all. There's no option to invert. It's just clunky. The aiming. Wow, losing my word. The aiming has issues. There's a lot of issues with aiming. There's a lot of issues with latency. A good example is when you hit the bumpers to go left or right to rotate the screen to see enemies around you. You hit the button and then it goes, oh, okay, now my turn. It's not hit the button and turn. It's like hit the button. Okay, wait a second. All right, now my turn. It's bad. And I'm not the only person complaining about that because when I first played, I was like, I don't remember this being like this. Wait a second. And then, I don't have access to the Sega Saturn version anymore. I don't have access.
You can always use a fair market computer dislocation of it. Yeah.
Well, it's a Sega Saturn game. So and I didn't have access to the PlayStation 2. There's a PlayStation 2 Sega Ages, but I do remember I do have access to Panzer Dragoon Orta, which is on Xbox, the original Xbox.
Xbox One and the
Xbox
the original Xbox One, right?
The original, the first Xbox,
which was great. Which means I got a chance to go play that game again because if you play the game for 5 hours, you get access to the first game. So I played
or if you have a file explorer, then you can actually go into the disc and find the actual game without having to unlock it.
So I played Orta, which is a great game. If you have not played it, and you have access to Xbox Game Pass. Go play it. And I played the original Panzer Dragoon, and the controls are not supposed to be like that. So there's a problem with the controls, which brings the game down big time. It's still enjoyable, but when projectiles are coming at your face and you're trying to shoot them down and you can't because the aiming rectile is not going where it needs to, or you're trying to hit the bumpers to turn around and shoot stuff, that is a big problem. Now, the developer did say there's 2 patches that we know of coming. The first one is going to address issues with the game. They didn't say if it's going to address the controls. And the next patch after that is going to add gyro controls to the game. So I'm hoping that the first patch does fix the aiming and the sluggish button pressing or movement, because if it doesn't, this game is broken. And it's a beautiful game. It looks great. The frame rate sucks, but it's Nintendo Switch.
My major upset at the point, Panzer is a game I grew up in. It's one of my top 5 arcade shooters. I love it as a child.
I love this game.
Yeah, I love this. Trust me, it's giving me the warm feeling in my cold heart right now. But again, it's on Switch. I'm like, this is something. This is one of those games. Anytime a cult classic is on one particular console, a part of me dies on the inside.
Well, I was waiting for this game to come out for the PC, but they went ahead and made this a Switch exclusive for like 6 months. So we won't see it on the PC until fall to winter 2020, which is like, God, why would you? All right,
exactly. Fine. It's just like, thank you for if you want to shoot me in the face.
Switch.
Yeah, just play on Switch. If you have time to play on the Switch.
I mean, if you don't have a problem with shitty controls, which is kind of a problem, like that ruins the game. Then by all means, go ahead and play it.
And the worst part I'm picturing, I think, was at level 3, the river level. I think it's level 2. I think where you have to actually turn and then fight the dudes on the left at the same time. Oh God, I'm having a nightmare.
It's level 2. It's level 2. As soon as you hit the second level, you have that problem right out the gate.
Oh jeez.
You get as soon as level 2. Was it level 2 or no 3? 3. 2 you get it, but 3 is worse because you get the giant worms from the get-go. And they go front and they go back and they go to the sides and you're trying to aim and you're trying to target them up to do the lock-on attack and it's like, nope, I'm going to take my sweet time. That is a problem. But other than the controls,
get you one of them. Get you one of them.
But
no issues.
I have one of them, but I don't have the games. I don't have the games. I have Xbox Game Pass. I can play it. I'm fine. I'm good. I'm good. Like I said, I had a chance to go back and play Orta, which is a phenomenal game. Again, if you have not played it and you have Xbox Game Pass, go play it.
Right.
But I'm confident the developers will fix this because they also mentioned that we're also getting Panzer Dragoon Zul, which is the second game, which is one of the best games in the entire series. Matt disagrees.
No. I'm signed. I have to wait. I have to either give that 10 of my money or wait. So I'm just gonna gotta wait.
So yeah. So if you're thinking about picking up this game and you're a big fan of the series, I would wait until they fix the controls. And if you want to pick it up on a PC, well, you have to wait anyway. So there you go. All right. So you know what? I should have timestamped that. I miss you, Rob. You should be here. You keep me on my toes with that. So let me go back to my timer here so I can make sure I got things copacetic. Give me a second.
2200.
Right. So next up is COVID-19 is causing all sorts of issues. We all know this, but now it looks like Square Enix is saying, hey, if you reserve a copy of Final Fantasy Remake,
not just Square Enix.
Well, right now it's Square Enix just came out and said, hey,
Capcom have come out as well saying that some regions may not be getting Resident Evil 3 on time.
So we'll up all in there. So yeah, so basically, if you pre-ordered a game, oh wow, the thunder about to come.
Basically, anything that you've pre-ordered in probably the month of April, May, or anything else, expect there to be probably a slight delay in delivery.
But at least Square Enix is telling people that if you ordered it from their store, that there's a good possibility you're going to get it from them. But if
if you've ordered it from somewhere, then you've probably got a copy by now. Because
certain people have got copies of the game, but we're not them. So basically, if you ordered it like GameStop, Best Buy, whatever, chances are you're not going to get your physical copy for quite some time. So strap in for the ride.
Not so much. They can't guarantee it on release day.
They can't. Yeah.
Which means you won't get it.
At most, well, no. It could be that this is a thing with mail at the moment. I've been, at least here in Australia, I've been experiencing about a 1 to 2 day delay. I don't see it being anything more than that.
Oh,
anywhere in the world, like 1 or 2 days delay for things to, especially like this, because they're still pushing for, at least here, it's delivery trucks of all types are given priority.
I can tell you this: if you ordered anything off Amazon in the States, you're looking at a week delay. Because that's probably they fucking fired off their staff, didn't they? Greedy pricks.
Yep.
So I'm going to go with don't look for it anytime after the release date. So this might be the biggest advocate for buy the game digitally.
Yeah, a bit late. I already pre-ordered physical copies.
I did too, but at the same time, this is a game I want to play, but it's not the game that I'm looking forward to spending all my time with. I can wait. I can totally wait. It's fine with me.
I want my Resident Evil 3.
Now. That's what
I want.
That's what I'm bummed about. My collection
the 3rd of April. That thing better be on the bloody shelf. I tell you what.
Yeah, and
or else there's going to be fucking hell to pay. Final Fantasy VII. We've already had about 18. Final Fantasy VII. We've had 18 delays on the goddamn thing already. I can deal with one more.
I want my
Resident Evil
collector's edition.
3? Hell no.
When
Resident Evil
collector's
3?
edition-
Hell no.
When
I can
they
picture
when they
Capcom
announced
like-
that collector's edition, I was at GameStop. As much as I hate to say it, I was there. I was like, here is my money. I want this now. So I'm gonna be sad if it's not there, because I have to buy the digital copy and then trade it in my physical copy.
Well,
It would be the first time I've done that.
You can't do trade-ins. Not at the moment.
No. eBay. You sell that shit on eBay.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, I did that for Doom. They were like, "Oh, you're not gonna get your Doom game for another couple of days." So I was like, "You son of a biscuit!" So I bought a digital copy, and then they were like, "Oh, hey, by the way, your game's gonna be here on Friday." I didn't redeem the game, so I just sold it. So I got my money back, but it was frustrating because they said it wasn't
Could
gonna be.
have sent it to me, Keith.
You said something to me about that. I did say something to you. No, you had that stupid poll. Which games should I play? And everybody was like Animal Crossing, and I said Doom. I was the only one that said Doom.
Doom.
But but that's the thing. Like, don't expect games to possibly hit either on release day or until a couple of days later, or even a week later.
And I'll say this before you go:
Because
it's not a priority. It's an inconvenience at the most, guys. People are having issues. People
Around
getting
the
their
world.
medicine and food and whatnot are more
Yeah,
important than
exactly.
games.
Yeah.
Chill out.
yeah, food and medicine are more important than video games right now. And we just make sure that you got to put it into perspective. As bored as you are sitting in your home right now, because let's face it, the world is now on freaking quarantine lockdown right now. You know,
No, the world needs to be on quarantine lockdown. That's our problem. We're not.
We gotta get that martial law, man. Anyway, but on the positive thing we say about the world being on lockdown, well, parts of the world being on lockdown. I heard the environment's improving. The ozone layers.
Shut up, Captain America.
Why do you hate Don Cheadle so much, man?
I feel this is a repeat. I feel we did this bit.
We did this, yeah. We did this, yeah.
on your
We
left.
did this, yeah.
There's dolphins in the bay. Great. But half the population is gone. Good job, Steve.
Hey, man, someone's got to pay.
Yep.
All right. So let's move over to Bleeding Edge, which is 2,700 hours or minutes, whatever. So
Yeah.
we both played it this week. I think
Yeah.
you played it a lot more than I did, and
Yes, I have.
you're having some issues with the game.
All right, so
Let's
on
talk
launch,
about those.
Oh yeah, so the game has several issues on launch. The achievements are still unlocked. The game has terrible connectivity issues.
Wait, you're playing a game for achievements? Come on, man.
The achievements are unlocked. It's not for it's just unlocked. That you beat the tutorial and nothing happens. Achievements unlocked. And come on, it's a thing. Everyone's got to have some reason to play something. So it's unlocked. The net connectivity is it's not as good as it should be. They're well aware of that, as well as the matchmaker currently is completely bonkers. You could be playing a game with curbs on somebody, or you just get rolled, like consistently. It's almost as bad as Carl can remember. Overwatch, early days of Overwatch connecting in rank build. That was nightmarish.
We do not mention that game in here.
I know, but that matchmaker was crap the first couple of seasons. But it was that bad, and those are the current issues of it. Some people say the FPS is not working properly. It's like buck to 30. I don't believe that.
I'm fine. I'm playing on PC, and it's.
I'm saying,
fine.
yeah, it's fine for me. I adjust my settings to play what it is. But those are the current issues of it. Some people, I'll talk about some balance issues of the game. Maybe we can keep talk more about that in detail. Like some people feel that currently Daemon is just straight wreckage as situations. He just wrecks a lot of stuff easy. Some people argue that Miko is not that consistent as a healer, regardless if you add mods or not.
People are playing her wrong. I think she's very good. I've been able
Yes,
to keep
I feel the
teams
same
alive.
way. I think her entire thing is that she fights when she has to, but that chain heal is amazing. And if you drop the bubble exactly in the middle of a team fight, no one's getting shot. You pretty much told them they have to come and punch you.
The problem is, again, people don't know how to play the character. And when you pick characters, when you pick the support, it has this one is recommended and this one is advanced. And Miko is just like, maybe you want to try her later when you're better.
Exactly.
And she's a great character.
No,
I think she has decent damage, and her heals, like you said, are great. Her chain heal is a game changer.
Oh, yeah. Like, to me, though, when I play Miko, I lean towards mods that buff up the freeze, where if you freeze one target, another target frozen. That's an instant team fight or instant runaway. And I don't really use the heal beam super. I end up using the invisible super because that can save your life or your team's life.
I always use a heal. I don't use it.
You use heal, yeah, heal. I never use heal cannon, so I can't save for it. So, but I think that she, in my opinion, compared to Kuliv, who's my favorite guy, the Snake Man, he's not as advanced. I really think that she's the hardest.
I'm sorry, that guy is a.
He's a beast. Yeah.
When you mind control somebody and make them jump off the stage.
Yeah. No, I'm the guy who does boons, who just actually buffs up people and just let them
that shit is going to get nerfed. I'm calling it. That's
but
nerfed.
Bamdoozle's going to get nerfed. Yeah. And I feel like Kuliv is good, but he's the hardest healer to play is Miko because she has the most tools, but none of them work in the way you think they should work. And it takes a while to figure it out.
And again, when I played her consistently in the demo or the beta, and she's all I ever used. And as soon as I picked her, I clicked. Yeah. I love the way she plays.
Yeah, because
I think maybe she should have some more offensive capability.
That's
she's a healer.
Yeah, I feel like the only thing if they want to give her more damage, make freeze like they take opponents frozen, take additional damage. Like when Kuliv Snake Man does a curse, I love that effect of cursing people. This one's cursed, but
she has that mod. She does have that mod where if you equip it, it will freeze the person in front of her and the person behind her.
Oh, that's sick! Oh my lord,
that's dangerous. It pierces the first person and hits the other one behind. So she does
have
that.
That's okay. That's enough.
But she does need more range on the freeze. That is terrible. It needs to be longer.
Yeah, probably give it like Kuliv range because Kuliv can shoot far off the snake, so maybe that range would be fine. But yeah, that's the current complaint people could like who should be buffed and nerfed. Some people think that Matuka, the big drum guy, the guy who pats his belly, they think he should be buffed up.
I know. No. I think he's fine.
I think he's just really hard to play. I tried a couple times. He's hard to kill, but he doesn't kill well. That makes sense.
Also, while we're talking stuff, by the way, you need to take away that damn train. I don't know how many times I've been in a fight and the train comes and I'm like, oh
yeah,
shit.
The train just wrecks your face. Yeah.
Please take that away. Please take that away. Yeah, that is like not good balancing. You could be in the middle of winning a team fight and all of a sudden, here comes the train and it's over.
Yeah, that map. Yeah, that particular map. Yeah, in my opinion, the game needs a couple. And there's some maps the train doesn't kill you. I think was it the African map or the map with the train's on top running in a circle? You don't talk about, right?
No,
the map with the train. Okay, there's a map where it's a conveyor belt around the points. It's only a circle, and there's a train that runs through the middle one on B.
No, anyway. I don't. Oh yeah, I'm actually watching the stream of that right now. Yes. No, I've never been hit by that one. I've always got hit by
that one. Doesn't kill you.
Because that one's in the air too. It's not as obvious. The one that kills me and most of the players is it's right next to a point. It's like right there.
Yeah, it's right on the point. Yeah, exactly. It runs through it. That's the one. I know what Maggie's talking about, but in my opinion, the game needs to do this. These are small things. Cass is fine. That's fine. I would say maybe tone down Bastardo. I think he's more of a DPS than a tank in my opinion. Buttercup is fine. I would say Damien is he's basic, but man, he can be lethal. And I would say fix the netcode, fix the matchworking. We only have 2 modes. I would say
what about Roku or
Roku? Yeah, Roku will be nice,
we need that.
And I would actually ask for this seriously. Maybe have a ranked mode or another type of mode in the game. Just hit fight and play. That's about it. A quick play, and that's it. Everything else is fine. But the people in the Discord who want to play in the game because I have a Discord is very, very impatient. Because they're like, "Where's the next? Where's the more maps? Where the code is?" I'm like, "Come on,
it
guys,
literally just came out." I think the game is in a good place. It definitely needs a lot of changes.
Yeah,
but it's fun. It is fun.
It does everything it's supposed. It does everything right it's supposed to. It makes me happy. Like, let's put it this way, Carl, you will like this game simply because everyone does what it's supposed to do, and you're not like you're not grandpaing 6 people, just at best 2 people. And this game does tell you to group up because it's easy to single a murderer to.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, it is. This game.
It doesn't help though. It doesn't help though if people don't pay attention. There have been plenty of times where you're like, by the way, guys, group up, team fight. Nope, I'm gonna go by myself. But this is the same problem that any team-based game has.
Oh
people
yes,
want
exactly.
to do the lone wolf and go in and get killed, and then you put your team at a disadvantage.
Yeah.
There's one game I played. I literally sat there, spammed the button, group up,
yeah.
group up, and they're like, nope, I'm going out, and it's like,
all
right, why am I wasting my time? Thanks.
Exactly.
I mean, there's been plenty of times where I have no shame. I just leave. Like, you know what? You don't want to listen?
Oh, yeah. People complain about the rage quitting situation, that it doesn't work or it doesn't as punishing because it's people who just, like, and this happens. I'm not denying. I've done it too. It's like, this game is unwinnable. I ain't playing. I'm out.
If you're not going to listen, if you're not going to try, I'm not going to waste my time. I will leave. It's as simple as that. I don't care.
And this game is not even ultra precise, as complex or deep as some other team shooters. This is more of a team arena MOBA game. The game has even an auto lock on for you if you don't know how to. It's okay. So it's
Wait,
like
it has an auto lock on, does it?
Yeah, it does. Yeah, if there are two type of lock on because you're probably doing it manually. If you don't lock on, nearest enemy to you have a square like this on you, you can shoot and that happens. If you're
attention to that.
Exactly, yeah, that's the auto lock on. But like yourself, you're just probably clicking A manually. So you
But
just
then
have
again,
a circle X.
But then again, I don't use any characters that actually have to use weapons. I've always used.
Oh,
weapons.
okay. Yeah,
I use. In your face.
Yeah, I play most of the range characters. I play Kulev. The only range character I play is Buttercup, and I play Cass and Gizmo a lot. Cass is actually low key, like insane. The bird chick, she's insane.
She looks weird. I don't even want to try her just because she looks completely weird.
She's good at picking people off and running it out, annoying and frustrating people.
It's a shame that more people aren't playing this game. Actually, let me take that back. I'm looking at Mixer right now, and remember, Mixer shows you by the views just like Twitch does, but there's a shit ton of people actually playing it right now on Mixer. Let me take a look at Twitch real quick. I need to browse here. Let's see, Bleeding Edge. Who's playing this game? I can't even find it.
Nope. I personally think that this game has potential growing bigger. I'm not saying esports potential, just be popular if you play it.
I don't even want them to do that right now. I don't care about.
Oh no! I don't think that's. Like I said, not esports because esports is a bad decision in my opinion for any game off the gate. I mean, look at games that did it and then flopped off.
Look at Overwatch.
Yeah, look at Overwatch.
It was fine before they were like esports.
Yeah, and the game is all over the place. Look at SF5. If it wasn't for esports, the game it just wouldn't be played. Like you by putting esports to a game, in my opinion, you only turn it to a job, or better yet,
people are not playing this game on Twitch. No, somebody's playing. Here it is.
Somebody's playing on Twitch.
It's just not showing up in the listing. That's weird.
Oh man, that's weird.
All right, 18 viewers, 13 viewers, 206 viewers. Okay, this game does not have. It only has 672 viewers.
Wow,
that's not good.
That's oof.
But again, also keep in mind this game is strictly Xbox and PC. That is a problem for this game. This game may not have legs because of that alone.
Yeah, that's my current opinion too. What I feel about indie games and mid-tier publisher games, like do not go exclusive if you can, because you just can kill your market. Like it's how I feel about Marvel Ultimate Alliance. I played Marvel Ultimate Alliance on the Sony my whole life, and then I found this on Switch. I'm like, well, you just kind of killed it.
I'm still waiting for them to say, you know what, we're putting this on other platforms. I'm waiting for that. I'm waiting
exactly.
Because I haven't played it because of that.
Same, and that's how I feel about it. Like I think like certain games that are niche should not do that, or just because it's like to me the Bleeding Edge should be on every console available. You pay $30 and you play. It's that type of game.
This goes back to what I said before. I don't like when companies pick up developers that have always made games for other platforms.
Yes.
And when that starts happening, it starts hurting the gamer. And that's exactly what happened with Ninja Theory. So this game is strictly Xbox and PC right now. I don't have a problem with it, but for longevity, that is a problem.
Yeah, and speaking of PC, I mean, because Microsoft has a deal with Steam now, so I can pre-order Gears of War Tactics, I guess, if I ever wanted to play.
I've heard that game is actually good. Is it out? I did not.
I don't think so. Let me check my Steam because I've been because Gabe Newell annoys me. He knows, like, Gabe, you gotta play my games, boy. I'm like, oh no, Gabe Newell.
Yeah, because somebody was like, it's actually a really good tactic game, and I was like, oh really?
Oh no, you only pre-order it. You can pre-order it. The game comes out.
It's likely it's coming to Game Pass, so I'm not gonna buy it.
Oh yeah, of course.
So
my only thing about it to me is like, I wonder how is it? It's gonna be like another XCOM type clone. It's XCOM. Yeah, it comes out. Yeah, it's gonna be an XCOM clone. And XCOM, there's not to crap on XCOM. XCOM X strategy games are really well done because the mechanics of XCOM just works.
XCOM is one of the best tactical games ever made.
I agree.
What is
it's up there.
Was that Vixie Tech or Vixie Love? What's up?
Hey man, yep, what's up?
It is one of the best tactical games ever made. I will die on that hill.
Yeah, I mean, look at the success of XCOM 2. Without DLC, there's so much content in that game. Without DLC,
and then the DLCs is just like the icing on the cake. It is.
Oh god, the DLC is like another game.
And Carl's like, could you guys shut up about this game now? Have you ever played it? He looks bored. You all right, buddy?
No, I have not played it. didn't even really think to bother. But I suppose if you guys are jumping on it that hard and saying give it a go, I might have to look into it.
Sure,
It's a good game. If you like strategy games, you'll like this.
Yeah.
That's all I gotta say.
That's excellent. Yeah.
But yeah, getting back to Bleeding Edge. I think it's a good game. Just balancing issues.
The issues are it's a continuity. It's very bare bones right now.
Well, you gotta know the connectivity is an ongoing issue. Will be an ongoing issue for everybody going forth because internet companies are lowering bandwidth.
Yes,
Sony has already did it for the
Sony.
PlayStation.
Microsoft has done. Microsoft done
like you could really tell with the Sony download speeds.
True, but they're all doing it right now. So yeah, that's the thing. But let's go ahead and move over to Nintendo because they had their mini direct today.
Yeah,
they had their mini direct this week, and apparently you guys aren't too thrilled about that. Tell me why. Ports.
Oh
God. Go ahead.
It's like introducing the new Xbox One with sports, TV, sports. Instead, it's a Nintendo Switch with ports.
What? You got a problem with ports? Do you have a problem with ports?
When they are cheap cash-ins, yes.
Yeah. I mean, at the point, like, all seriousness, let's port a game that's 10 years old on this. I'm like, bro.
Wait, so you don't like BioShock coming to the Switch? I'm just curious. You don't like that?
Oh, no. Well, actually, that one I have to work out what it... That one I actually have to see what they... Well, that one I want to see how they're doing.
You can always use more money. You can always use more money.
All right, so I just want you to know. Okay, so I'm the only person here who says once I made my 50 bones, I'm done. I don't need any more.
I have the Borderlands trilogy on PS3, PS4, and PC. So
that sounds like a you problem.
Because good game is good game.
Yeah, good game.
As long as I'm interested to see how the ports of BioShock are going to work. If they come out and they play really well, I might have to buy it just so I can have BioShock on the go.
All right.
Borderlands is always, for the most part, is good game. And if they port it correctly, it should be good. XCOM, you guys were just saying it's a fucking great game.
Get it, buy it, enjoy it,
get it in some way, yeah.
But then they actually filled one of my criteria on the list I posted on the Outerhaven about Wii U games that need a port on the Switch. Xenoblade Chronicles.
Yeah.
But it doesn't look any different to the Wii U. It looks like they've just literally done a straight up port.
It looks so much better than it does in the Wii U. So much better. Okay. We can disagree. It looks so much better than it did on Wii U. It does. But before we start more, let me bitch about Nintendo. I'm so god. We're getting the shitty collector edition again in North America. Europe is getting that sexy swank package with the soundtrack and the art book and the still book. We're not getting that crap. Nintendo does that every time.
So you're sending me some money so I can put it on pre-order for you?
I guess so, because that's the only way I can get it. Why do they hate us?
Because we're not Japanese.
But Europe's getting it.
Oh, I'm sorry. We're Americans.
You're the Xbox Nation, that's why.
Yeah, Xbox.
We haven't been Xbox Nation since this generation. Don't pull that.
Or
a certain song like to say, "Miss me with that bullshit," because that ain't. Come on.
Xbox Nation. That was a long. Oof.
That was a long time ago. We are not them anymore.
Oh,
but yeah,
man.
that's all I wanted to say about that. Continue. I'm so furious about that. Go ahead.
But, yeah, it's just like to me, like the Switch, them porting so much like older console games or games, whatever. It's like and the worst part, a little part of me dies to the inside, knowing that some of these games do sell well because Nintendo fans don't play other games. Sometimes it's like, bruh, you could have played BioShock like 5-10 years ago. It's not a game that's literally worth the full retail price of a Switch. It's not.
And that's the problem there. They're going to charge you full price, so it's going to be
yeah, it's not worth it. No, it's not.
If they put it down at say the same price as they did the remaster trilogy, that you get all three in the one pack, and it was something like $50 or something like that.
Yeah.
Then okay, I could see a point in doing it. But Nintendo loves to charge full price for everything, regardless of when it comes out. You're looking. There's one that's just come out. Saints Row 4 Re-Elected.
Yeah.
That game's 3-4 years old, and you could practically pick it up in the second-hand bin for $5.
But that's not the only game. I mean, what else? Burnout Paradise.
Burnout Paradise Remastered, which again, it's a good game if you like to crash things and crash things and crash things and crash things.
What about the best game? What about the best game they announced?
What, the Pokemon
Star Wars
Sword and
Episode
Shield
1 Racer?
Oh damn!
Pod racing, come on.
Dude,
come on.
Miss me with that bullshit.
Best game ever on the Nintendo 64. Come on.
This is the only game. It was the only game everybody had on the 64 besides GoldenEye.
Pretty much. I feel
Killer
like,
Instinct. Come on, Killer Instinct. Killer Instinct.
But give me my GoldenEye remaster, man.
That ain't never happening.
I know.
Between Microsoft and Activision, that ain't never happening.
But you could play Star Wars Jedi Knight Jedi Academy.
You know that I'm not mad about that.
A game that's 20 plus years old that ran on DOS and it looks like it was only just upgraded to match a PS1 graphic set.
I am not mad at that. People need to play that. It is a classic, and they're only charging $20.
Again, they need to put some decent effort into it rather than just going, hey, let's take something that ran on DOS and we'll make it look like it's running on a PS1.
Yep. And charge $60. Slap that sticker.
Oh boy! So these guys don't like ports.
No. There's nothing wrong with ports. When you port a game, you should not be on your heavy high horse charging full maximum price. That's just a jerk off move. That's why I don't like this Switch. Because in the worst of the time, they don't do. They do it all the time. It's like,
and that's the other thing. It's like if you're gonna put out ports or remasters, put them out at a lower price. Or hold more sales for them. That's one thing that Nintendo doesn't do.
So you don't like the Switch tax?
They don't.
Let's call it Switch tax. And only Nintendo fans are cool with it because they don't play other games.
But the thing is, they never do price drops.
No, it's $60.
Well, no. Nintendo. In the Blue Moon, they do price drops.
I'm still going out there. I can go into any of the game shops here. The average, the standard price for a Nintendo Switch game in Australia is $79. Now, I walk into any store, I can guarantee you, I can take pictures of friggin' Mario Odyssey and Mario Kart 8 Remastered, which were some of the first games put out on that system, and they're still $79 today.
Okay, so let me correct you real quick. So you said they don't drop game prices. They do, with the exception of the Zeldas, the Marios, the Splatoons, ARMS. Their first party games?
No. I don't even see that.
No, basically, by the way, that's the whole point. Like, okay, let's for example, Devil May Cry 5 is this Capcom, in my opinion, is a Sony company at this point. Can we admit that much, right?
Stop it.
At this point. Come on. No, come on. At this point, Capcom is only a Sony company at this point. How can
you even argue that? I mean, one game is exclusive to PlayStation. Just one game.
All the good ones.
Devil May Cry is on all platforms. Resident Evil is on all platforms.
What are you talking about? You mean just Street Fighter 5 is in the face of Capcom? What are you talking about?
Oh, no.
Okay. No, but all serious. Devil May Cry came out. First edition came out is $20, $60, right? It's roughly a year later. You can buy it for 40. That's correctly due. God of War, which is an in-house game, $60. You can buy it for $44 or less now, $30. Nintendo, because it's their first party game, Mario Odyssey is probably still $60 USD here today.
It is.
So yeah, they'll drop the price of the other games they don't make because they don't care. They just want to reap the profit of their own.
Yeah, they never drop their pricing. The first party.
So that's the problem. So it's like it doesn't matter if you buy it day release or when you die, it's gonna be $60.
Like Mario Kart Deluxe is still $59.99. Super Mario Party is $59.99. Link, Zelda Breath of the Wild is still $59.99. Nintendo does not like dropping pricing of the first party games.
Nope. Which is not something I'm very a fan of. Because at some point, it's not going to have that relevancy anymore. So just drop it for the poor people. But nope. Just rob us. Good.
That is Nintendo.
Okie dokie.
But before we sort of move on from this topic, what do we feel about the newest announcement of the DLC character for Smash Brothers?
Who's the newest character?
I can care less.
It's meant to be some character from Arms.
I can care less. But
Arms? Pick the chick with the squiggly air arm. I don't know, she's the best butt. So
the only thing I can say about that is the fact that we're not getting more Fire Emblem characters in it. So great.
I personally don't.
Thank God for that.
I personally don't care who they pick for Smash because at the end of the day, it's going to be. That's all it is.
He says it's going to print money. He doesn't
money.
Money. Gotcha.
Hey, come on. You know you jump straight on board if they did something crazy like drop Nemesis from Resident Evil 3 in there.
Nope. I've never played Smash Ultimate. Nope. Don't care. Don't care.
Don't need it.
Nope. Don't care. And the netcode sucks. So even worse. Don't need it. So So now we're gonna move on. And this is actually a really ironic twist of what the hell's going on with the gaming landscape. So everybody knows that Epic Games has been bullying and money hatting their way into the PC gaming space and rubbing people the wrong way. But this week they announced that they're actually going to be publishing a number of games from several companies: Gen Design, Remedy Entertainment, and Playdead, which is interesting because one of those companies worked on Sony's The Last Guardian. The other one, Remedy, worked on Control and Alan Wake. Now, there was some rumors that Sony was going to go buy Remedy, so I said was bullshit because Remedy said they like their independence. They're not going to go with anybody. So now Epic Games will be publishing titles for these companies, and I really think they have a really good thing going on with this because, for the most part, I'm trying to figure out the right word. What they're giving these companies is actually amazing. It's amazing stuff. So the high level of this is Epic Games will help them by paying, from what I understand, 100% of the development costs. They will pay for the marketing. They get to keep the property that they design. So brand new IP, doesn't matter. They get to keep it. The only thing is the developer has to give Epic Games a license to sell the game on Epic Games Store. And they share the revenue, which is 50%. Well, 50% once Epic Games makes back what they put into it.
Right.
That still isn't bad.
That's actually cannibalism. That's actually not pretty in a mechanic, so it's pretty bad. It's like, for example, let's say Epic Games put $100 million in the game. The game only made $60 million. Well, the developer is at negative 40, and Epic doesn't care because they made $60 million, not the developer.
But it's a split. It's not all going Epic. If it was all going Epic, I could see that, but it's a split.
Right. But come on.
If they're paying my publishing and they're paying my development costs and my marketing costs, and I don't have to, they could have doled out more money than I could have even possibly had done.
Fair.
So I think that's a good point. That's like what Steam does right now. They do more than just carry the game or what Valve does. They do more than put the game on Steam, which some people just don't understand. There's a lot of other stuff, a lot of logistics in the background that they do for this game. So it seems like Epic Games is kind of taking a page from Valve's playbook, but publishing their own games. I think, and this is somebody who's had an issue with Epic Games ever since they started doing their bullshit. I think this is actually pretty decent.
Yeah, I see it differently. I see it as just copying the competition everywhere they can. They've been copying the competition forever.
I mean, everybody copies somebody. Copies somebody.
It's, how to put this? It is me making a Whopper and calling it the Bopper. That's that level of copying. That's what they're doing. And I'm like, oh, that's cool, but I still don't trust you, Epic Games Store. You are who you are.
I'm not going to say anything to that because I like I said, I still have a problem with them. But I'm also not the guy that's going to go, you know what? Because their game is only exclusive Epic Games, I'm not going to play it. I'm at the point where, look, I could die any day from COVID-19. So if there's a game on there that I want to play, I'm going to freaking play the game. Like Control. Control is only on Epic Games Store. I love Control. So I'm playing it.
Can't you also play Control on like Sony?
I don't have it on PlayStation or
at a gimped frame rate.
Oh, hey, we get the gimped frame rate, and also, hey, by the way, if you want that new DLC, you can only play it on PlayStation because Xbox ain't getting it until June.
Good old fashioned market.
So I'll keep playing my stuff on the PC.
Good old communism. We know how that's worked.
Real
so
quick,
well.
Yeah, exactly. Good old
hang on, guys. Real quick, to everybody who's saying hi in chat, thank you. We're not missing your comments. We are seeing you. We do appreciate that. Again, I mean, you could say this is a bad thing or maybe a catch-22, but if they're willing to help out the companies, I think that's a win.
No, this is what I agree. The problem is, as we discussed earlier, the fact is that I don't see Epic Game Store hitting the mainstream success at Steam anytime soon. And the fact is, they are racing instead of taking their time to be there. They're racing there, and they're going to fall and stumble hard. And people are still paranoid about them, like myself. Like there are more Matthews who are paranoid about this than Carl, who's going to support it.
And there's one more thing.
I'm not supporting.
Oh yeah.
There's one more thing.
But I see the understanding of the business mind behind it. By buying studios and producing stuff in house, one, they're getting exclusivity, and two, it's not really that much different to when Microsoft bought Rare and everything else.
Well, that's the thing.
Bigger companies going to buy smaller companies.
Oh yeah,
and put those companies to work. As long as they put them to work, especially with the way this economy is worldwide right now, then all the more power to them.
Well, here's the thing.
The thing is, I'm still not buying their bullshit because
this is not going to be exclusive to Epic Game Store. They're still giving the developers the ability to put them on other platforms.
6 months later, of course.
No, it cannot be 6 months later.
They give you the option, but it'll be very strongly pushed.
Because you imagine like the guys who like to make the not to crap on the guys who make the next Cuphead successful game, you know what, you can put it up at Game Store and then you can put it on everywhere else. It's like, and then they make like no money up at Game Store, and it's like,
yeah.
Well, yeah. You gotta think about it.
They've got to see a return on investment,
right?
So
you gotta think about it though. If you're a developer,
they may say to the developer, hey, you're free to go and put it on other platforms, but we highly suggest that you put it on Epic Game Store first for a time. So that way they get
you cannot do it.
Okay, they can't do it, but that they will highly suggest.
You can suggest
they will find a way around it. Keith.
It's not suggesting. It's more like put this way, Keith. I work in accounting, and I've learned the art of reference. It'd be in your best reference to not think about this for the next couple of months. And when you say that, you know what you're saying. I gave you $20 million. You're really going to walk.
But here's the thing. This is what I'm trying to explain. Is Valve has already came out and told everybody. They've told everybody from the get-go, you have a contract with us now. If you want to put your game on Epic Game Store and you want to put your game on our store, it has to be on Steam within 30 days of Epic Game Store, or don't come at us at all ever.
Right?
Now,
because look what happened.
You would be an idiot to take advantage.
But the thing is, Steam and Valve don't own the companies that are publishing. There's a difference between owning the company and having a publishing platform.
It has nothing to do with it. It has nothing to do with it. You could be a publisher, but I own the platform you want to put it on. So either play ball or don't bring it here at all. It doesn't matter.
But owning a platform,
in which case it becomes a win for Epic Game Store, because if that's the way that the Valve and Steam are going to play.
But if they're
owned by Epic, they're now going to be pushed to be put on Epic platform.
That's one way of looking at it. Or also, you can look at it, you know what, I still have the bigger market share, and if you don't put your games on here, there's a possibility your games may not sell. Good luck with that.
I mean, but the thing is, like, didn't Epic Game Store did this in the beginning by shafting people who pre-ordered games on Steam like several months ago?
Right.
Still better.
And what happened
basically, and the thing is, you actually compare it wrong. A publisher is the guy. It's a mall. The mall is Steam or Epic Game Store. The publisher is the guy who sells the food in the food court. The guy can sell his food in the food court or sell in a truck outside. Epic Game Store owns the cart and the mall, so he's still making double the profit. That, in my opinion, is not good, because you could just choke the guy and just, you know what, you're not selling hamburgers anymore, only hot dogs. But I make hamburgers, no hot dogs, and that's my opinion. That's what they're doing.
Or I could be Steam, who owns the mall, and say, get the fuck off my platform, get off my.
Well, like I said, you still the option of the food truck. If you kick out the guy,
but you can't come into my area, so you're still not getting my people.
So
and it doesn't work that way. Logistically, it doesn't work that way.
You sure? Like
it doesn't.
I can actually bring up cases that works exactly like the way I explained.
If there's an outline in the guideline that states this is not allowed and you don't adhere to it, Steam has already said we will sue the fuck out of you. Good luck.
I mean, because
which is why we now have these games that are on Epic. That were Epic Games Store. That came to Steam.
Then why don't we have Halo on friggin' Sony then, Keith?
Yeah,
because Microsoft doesn't want to publish it on Sony. That's a completely different thing.
No, it's not.
No,
yes, it is.
So Sony and Microsoft are the delivery platforms.
To the publisher to put the game there. If Microsoft doesn't want to put it there, you can't force them. If Epic Games wants to put their games on Steam, that's fine. They're not being forced. But this is what's happening, guys. You're missing the point. If they want to do this, there is a contract that says, fine, you want to put Street Fighter 1,000,000 on Epic Games Store, and then you want to bring it to Steam. You have 30 days from the day you launch it on Epic Games Store to put it on Steam. If you don't do that, you will not have it on the platform, or we will sue you. Take your pick. That is in the contract you signed.
Compared to making consumers wait 6 months for a game they have already pre-ordered or Kickstarted.
That's their way of stopping that.
And because Epic did this before
multiple times,
do you understand that you're defending the fact that I had to create a policy because the guys who effed me did this?
No, I'm not defending it whatsoever. I was on the side of the people who purchased the game or pre-ordered the game on Steam, and it didn't come.
Yeah, same and by the way, because of that, Borderlands 3 got dropped to 30, which I'm a little mad about. Like, it's $30 on Steam now, which is a good price.
What I do blame on that for that instance is the publisher, which was Deep Silver, being greedy fucks.
Yeah, and I blame them. And you see the problem is that people are going to take advantage of this, and where we are, and it won't help the industry. In my opinion, help the idea.
Look at it this way: it's an experiment. If it doesn't work, they'll know. You know what? We won't do this shit again.
I don't know, man. I don't like my mall owner owning all my stores. Kind of defeats capitalism.
But that's what people says about Steam.
Steam owns the mall, not the stores.
Yeah.
Steam doesn't own Ninja Theory. Steam doesn't own Sephiroth Foss games. Steam doesn't own Supergiant. They just use them as a platform. You can have a storefront here. If they own those people and told them what to do, because that's what happens when you own someone, you see the problem with that is.
Yeah.
It's one of the reasons why
I don't have a problem if you own somebody.
This entire scenario is literally the PC version of the console buying, Microsoft buying Rare, buying Bungie, buying etc.
I can't use that entire analogy. I can't use that because
it's the exact same thing.
But yet, Mojang, it's still Minecraft, which is on every platform, and they haven't yanked it. So
but that's because Mojang had that all set up before Microsoft.
But they own them. They could go back and say,
Microsoft are honoring the contracts that Mojang had.
No, that is they don't. But they don't have to. Look at go back to
they
don't.
I mean, that's not a fair.
That's the difference.
I'm trying to make another point. So, Rocket League. Rocket League was on Steam.
Yes.
Epic Games owns them now. Epic Games says, nope, no more of that bullshit. Sorry.
And that's their owners of the company.
Actually, Rocket League is still on Steam, but still,
it's getting yanked from Steam.
It's getting yanked
it from Steam.
But you see the problem with that? I
agree with you. Like I said, I don't have a problem with that. I understand that. But the guidelines are in place now saying, hey, you can't do this. They're there. I can only argue what's there. Now, if they don't want to play ball, that's a different story. I'm not a lawyer. I can't take care of it.
No, but that in itself is the problem itself. You're buying companies to because your marketing is so aggressive that you're trying to be number one so bad.
Well, they're not buying companies. They're publishing. They're not buying. They're publishing.
You are buying the labor to make the sausage and stopping the other sausage maker from making it because you want to be the best sausage maker there is. And that is a bad decision to make instead of growing naturally and having a real business.
I can't agree with that 100%, unfortunately.
Then we're going to have to agree to disagree.
Yeah, we're going to disagree. I mean, we're not here to all agree with everything we say.
No. But no. It's like that is essentially the core fundamental my whole basis is on.
Yeah.
That is the game industry and how fucked up it is now, guys.
Well, here we are. Yep, good old 2020.
No. This
It's 2021. We skipped 2020.
I was gonna say this 2020 is not good. This is garbage, straight garbage.
We canceled 2020. We were going to head to 2021 by the end of the month.
Can we hit the restart button or the fast forward button or something?
I don't want to hit a reset button, man. Mr. Rossetti gets pissed off about that shit.
I don't want to be in 2020. I want to be gone. I literally want to be gone.
Not even 4 months in, and it's like I'm over 2020 already. And this was one of those years where so many people started the year off going, "This is the year I'm going to get my shit together. This is the year I'm going to make a difference. This is the year I'm going to get my life together." And then it's like,
yeah,
oh,
you thought
shit.
Yeah. Oh man, you.
Let's see. What did we have? What did we have? We had fires in Australia. We've got
February.
this virus killing everybody.
Now
We've got a possible depression setting in. Because the stimulus package is not going to be enough. There's no way in hell.
We had threats of World War III. We had.
Oh, you mean the Donald Trump? You mean the Donald Trump factor? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that's as Vixie says in the chat, the zombie apocalypse has been underwhelming and very lacking in zombies.
You know what? Yeah. I would take the zombie apocalypse right about now. I would welcome it.
I think we're ready for that.
I had a friend of mine on Facebook the other day. He said, I'm going to play The Division 2 because I want to escape from real life. I said, motherfucker, that's probably the most realistic game that's out on the market right now. If you're going to have the zombie apocalypse, at least give me something with zombies, lickers, and nemesis, okay? give me something.
Resident Evil 3.
Resident Evil 3, woo!
Next Friday.
Next week.
Yes.
Next Friday.
Next week, the demo is still out. If you haven't played it, just don't try to get the Resistance beta on PC or PS4 because it's fucked.
It don't work. Good job.
Get it on Xbox. Flood their servers.
You know what? I don't care about Project Resistance. I just don't.
I haven't even bothered trying it. The second I heard that the matchmaking was stuffed, I'm like, okay, we'll have to wait till the next round.
I was sad they took out the rates and you could have put that back. Nope, we don't want it. All right, fine.
Good luck, everybody.
But people have already been jumping on board with the mods.
Oh hell yes!
With the demo of Resident Evil 3.
Yeah, I already put one on the website for 2B. 2B's on already.
Yeah, always the best mod.
Someone's already pulled the camera. The unlock camera to do walk through walls and do the outer boundary break.
Yeah, I saw that. That was the first thing they did.
That was brilliant. I love.
Has anyone brought back Thomas the Tank mod yet?
No,
not yet. Not yet. Give him time. Give him time because they have the same engine. Because they have to find a way instead of having Thomas the Tank Engine just play the theme. They have to change the way instead of him going stars has to be fuck controller.
That's still the best mod. That's still the best mod of the whole time.
There are 23 mods out for this game already for the demo, and unfortunately, a bunch of them.
How many of them are nude mods?
There you go.
All right, we're working on it. Good old PC community, you're doing the best you can.
Come on, guys. Really?
And I must say, also the Animal Crossing community having worked out things like how to make the 8-bit images for shirts and stuff. I've seen one that I wish I could unsee. Yeah. Besides there being ones that you really want to unsee.
There is an Isabel mask in Resident Evil 3.
Yes. Oh god, yes. Playable now. I'm down for that.
Oh my god.
I already seen some of the animation of Doom X, doing Animal Crossing, just murdering a bunch of things. I'm already down for that.
I posted it in the chat. Look at that. Look at that. Come on.
It's the Animal Crossing community has actually been doing really funny stuff. Like they've got the Homer Simpson disappearing into the bush to put it on the T-shirt. I've actually seen people do complete Kamen Rider costumes.
Wow.
And Dragon Ball costumes and Power Ranger costumes and stuff like that. Somebody actually remade Jill from Resident Evil as a villager.
Wow.
Even ones where it's wallpaper and posters or anything to go up on walls. Somebody's decorated their house in nothing but the Nintendo 64 logo. So they're getting creative, man. It's interesting to see the mixture of technology and everything else.
Quarantine is driving everybody insane. That's what it is.
Yeah.
They're trying to amuse themselves. Wow.
Isabel mask for the Resident Evil 3 for Jill. No, you put that on Nemesis.
You want? Yes.
I want somebody. If people are watching this and this gets around, I want to see an Isabel Nemesis mod. So you are chased by Isabel from Animal Crossing.
Okay, please add her sound effects. Minute. Like this. Yes, I want. Like no.
Or even worse, put in Tom Nook.
There's something wrong with this world.
My friends made his theme song. Yes. Vixie, you're the best. Yes, USSR.
Oh God.
Are they playing the actual USSR theme or the theme from Rocky 4? That's also like you stop that every time I see that in Rocky 4 Offset, I always laugh and cry because it's like you see Dolph Lundgren and all these fake Russian people
But
just crying.
Put the theme song for Guile in there because that goes with anything.
It does.
Hey, look, my phone.
Nemesis.
It's my job.
Nemesis.
No.
It's your job. Yeah.
No.
Nemesis gets changed into Zangief, complete
Yes.
with the
Quick, change the channel.
Complete with the theme from Street Fighter 2 for him.
Oh yeah. I want him, if he kills you, game over. Give him the animation where he does a Russian dance like in Street Fighter 2 the game. So he does. Just see him doing this. Oh yeah, but yeah, if you guys...
if he messing around even more, instead when he grabs you, instead of impaling you with the tentacle, he picks you up and does the final atomic buster.
Oh my God.
And people modding people, because I know you people are good people. Do us one last favor. Go into the game code and get that fat Mega Man out there and replace him with the real Blue Bomber, please.
That ain't gonna happen.
Oh God! Yeah, I hate box art Mega Man. That's so hard.
Because
he's the best.
I swear they spent more time on putting Fat Mega Man as a reference in the Resident Evil 3 than they've spent putting any effort into an actual Mega Man game in the last 10 years.
Ha! I don't know. Mega Man 11 is pretty good. Mega Man 11 is pretty good. But yeah, I guess that wraps up everything. Unless you want to hear us ramble more about mods we should have in games, right, Keith? You want those?
That could be an entire topic for another.
You know what? I don't mind that, but I'm looking at this email I got from work, so it looks like, hey, people can't do their job. So once again, they call me.
So I guess they're gonna replace with Don Cheadle, huh?
You know
what? He always steals someone a job.
He can have my job. He can take.
You can have your job. Take it.
Totally have my job.
Because he stole Terrence Howard's job. He's gonna steal yours. Black actress, man.
I think he did a better job. So that's just me. That's just me.
Yo, he did.
So, all right, guys. I guess that is it for this episode of Spectator Mode Podcast. We enjoyed everybody in the chat talking with us because we love having you guys around. Stop it, phone. It's really
please come back next week. Hit the follow, the subscribe button, the bell notification icon, all that other fun stuff that everybody likes to get to do. Give us a thumbs up. Give us some comments.
Tell your friends.
Definitely tell your friends. I know a few of mine have actually dropped into the chat room tonight. We actually start this at about 11:30 Sunday mornings Australian time, so that way feel free to come back in, chat with us. We love seeing the comments, and we are always happy to talk with you. What else we got, Keith? How else can people keep in touch with us?
You can check us out on Twitter. You can go to Spectator Mode Podcast or the Outerhaven at the Outerhaven. I recommend going to at the Outerhaven. It's probably the best place to get us. And always come by our website. Check out our articles, say hi on the website, or email us. There's a contact us. But come here to YouTube because we're trying to grow our YouTube presence, and obviously you guys can help make a difference. So come here every time we do a podcast. Check out our videos on the show, and we'll see you next week. Thank you for watching.
See ya.
AB, see ya.
Maybe. Oh, jeez.
What?
Yeah. Oh, boy. Yeah.
Later.